Hey everybody, Dave Williamson, Toy Car Collector here, and I have got a fabulous Redline Hot Wheels collection to reveal today. This is going to be the biggest collection I've bought so far this year. I typically get about one collection per month. I've offered about 4 or 5 collections a month, but you know, I just can't buy them all, and I'm looking for really, really nice stuff. Now this collection had 6 cars that I was really pretty interested in, very interested in a couple. And there were a lot of cars in a lot of different conditions. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to buy it because you know how expensive this stuff is nowadays. It's crazy expensive. But
wow.
At the end, the person called me up and said, hey, you gonna buy this or what? And I said, okay, let me buy it. I'm gonna buy it.
Anything else?
I just did it. And now I've got it. I'm gonna reveal it for you. It's gonna be 3 fabulous videos. Join me, kick back, and relax as we unveil all the cars. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I guess maybe.
All right, come on, Dave. Put them on the table. Get the lights out, the camera, the action. Let's go.
Get my stuff.
All right, everybody, let's get into this collection and see exactly what we got. Now, what I remember from ordering this or making a deal on this is that there were 6 cars in particular that were really, really nice. And of course, all Hot Wheels are nice, but there were 6 particularly desirable models. Oh my goodness, look how many Hot Wheels are in here. Wowee. Now there's a case of 72, or a 72 car case. I don't know if there's 72 cars in it. Got a nice thank you card right there from the seller. So let's dig in here and see what we got. Oh, first one up is a Jet Threat. Oh wow, look at that. It's real nice. Jet Threat. Not a super popular car, but you know, if you collect Hot Wheels, you got to have at least one, right? Of the Jet Threat, 1971. Pretty darn nice. Clean base. Does not look like it was exposed to anything bad, like moisture or dampness or gravel driveways, things like that. Yeah. All right. Throw that out. It's going to be a lot of paper here. What do we got? This is rather large. Wait a minute. Large. What is large in Hot Wheels? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Now I got, ambulance, of course. Ambulance. Ambulance. You know, I just sold an Aqua ambulance. And this one's got a white interior. Pretty darn nice. A little bit dull on the base. But you can have everything. Got wear across the front here, of course. That's pretty natural for this particular item. Even if you put it in a plastic, the carry cases are kind of hard on these. So if you're rubbing that back and forth, that's going to wear that off. But look at that. Looks nice. Looks particularly nice if you display it like this or that. Nice average condition. Heavyweight, which is nice. Heavyweights are getting harder and harder to get. All Hot Wheels are getting harder and harder to find. Although I certainly get my share of nice collections. Here we've got a Diora. Nice purple. Now this is a typical used Hot Wheel. You can tell there's a lot of paint chipping, crack in the windshield, missing surfboard, super dull base. But it is a purple and it's US, so it still has a decent look to it. Purple Diora. A purpler Diora. I'm going to set these out here for now beyond the white. I think the white is messing up my color. I'm going to move that over. Move all that over. Okay, you guys get out of the way. All right. Let's go this way. There we go. All right, so we're going to have a 68, 69, 70, 71 row. There will be a row of cars. Feels like an Indy car, open wheel. No, it's not. It's, oh my gosh, I'm terribly guessing, aren't I? It's a Beatnik Bandit in ice blue. Average used condition. Beatnik Bandit, ice blue. Wow, okay. Look at that. Halfway decent car, halfway to decent. And we've got a Harry Hauler, 71 Harry Hauler, light green or apple green, dull base. Canopy's good, still opens, decent shape. Apple Green Harry Holler 71. And next up, we've got a Mercedes in blue. Mercedes in blue. Look how nice those wheels are. It's funny, I've seen a lot of Mercedes lately with fairly heavy wear, but perfect wheels. My goodness. Perfect wheels. Dark blue. Man, that would be, if that was mint, that would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? I don't even know if I have a dark blue white interior Mercedes. I think I want one if I don't. Pretty sure I want one. That is something there. Something special. Here we've got a Mantis. Oh, look at that. Now that's a nice car. Look at that. Rose Mantis. Yeah, that looks real good. Rose Mantis. Isn't that pretty? Man, that's got some thick paint on it. That has got some thick paint. That's a good one. That is a good one. Look how nice the 70. See, this is typical of Hot Wheels. The 68s are really worn. 69's kind of worn. 70's pretty darn good. And 71's hardly anywhere at all. That's just how these Redline collections go. Here's one of my favorite cars, Turbo Fire. Blue Turbo Fire. But Turbo Fires are notoriously terrible condition. I don't know why. They get a lot of toning. They have two pieces, so they tend to have at least one side, front or back, to be worse than the other. And this particular one has a super dull base. That is one of those cars that you will find on the bargain basement section of my website. Next up. All right. Ooh, yeah, I like this. Green Mod Quad. A green Mod Quad. Now this one also has a dull base. Not a fan of the dull base myself, but that's because I've seen so many cars and I know what a beautiful shiny base looks like, but that is a nice green. Green's kind of a tough color. Not sure I have a good green right now. Well, except right now, very right now, I have one in my hands. Pretty cool. That's a nice car. 70 Mod Quad. And now a message from our sponsors. All right, back again. More cars, so many more cars. I think this video is going to be 2 parts. So this will be part 1. At least 2 parts. So many cars. I don't want to go too fast. I want to enjoy the opening. Look at that. That is a 69 splitting image, green, champagne and colored interior. And bent wheels, but they mostly straighten out pretty good. And look at that. That is a really terrible base on that one. But it'll make a perfect addition to the bargain basement. And you know what? One more car, and I think I'm going to go get some more light. It's just not enough light for my liking. Now look at this. This is a blue Indy Eagle. Tons of decals applied. Halfway decent shape. Dull base. Beautiful wheels. I always find it interesting that some of the wheels kind of look like a USA wheel, but these are all Hong Kong wheels. But look at that. That's what they're supposed to look like when you put all the decals on. Pretty darn nice. You know, you'd probably never see it, but if you see like 10 colors of this car, all with perfectly applied decals, it would knock your socks off. Because you just are never going to see that unless someone out there has done it. So if someone has, let me know who they are. I'd sure like to see them. All right, I'm back. I'm trying to figure out the light situation here. Is that too bright? Is it too dark? I think it's good. All right, let's get going on this again, except now I want the cars to go different direction. Nah, forget it. Let's just keep going. All right, let's get back into it. Orange Shelby, next car up. Pretty darn nice shape. Look at that, again, beautiful wheels. Beautiful wheels. Orange Shelby. All right. Next car. TNT Bird. TNT Bird. Oh dear. There it goes. You know, I always drop one car in every video. It's just a hallmark, trademark. And look at that. It is, hub wheels, dull base. Most cars, you kind of got to figure when you buy a collection by mail that most of the cars are going to have a dull base. It's just more normal than shiny. Nice shape though. Look at that green, white interior. It's got decals on there. Now some of the decals you can get off if you don't like them, but yeah, they look all right. Green TNT Bird 1970 spoiler series. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody had fun putting all those decals on. Decals. What do we got here? Oh, one of the best cars from the collection, a red Boss Hoss. Yeah, red Boss Hoss. Very nice. Dull base. Not too bad, though. Nice wheels on this side. Let's look at this side. Nice wheels on this side. Check the suspension right there. Very good. That's a great car. Red Boss Hoss. That is okay. That's good. Got a few too many decals for my liking, but you know what? I'll just leave those on there. They can be taken off if you soak it in warm water for just a few minutes. Those will tend to come right off. I'm not going to try it. You try it, Mikey. I'm not going to try it. All right, next one up. Another big one. Oops. Oh, I think I'll save that one. I'm going to save that one. We got some, oh yeah, Seasider. Here we go. I get a lot of Seasiders. I do like them. The neat thing about Seasiders, or the frustrating thing, is that they have so many ways to go bad. You can get all this black worn off. You can get spots. You get dullness. This one's got a little dullness. You could be missing the boat. This one has the boat. But this is one of my favorite colors. I call it bright lime. It's really called lime yellow. Officially, I call it bright lime because it's just so pretty under light. Now, it's always best to show off your Hot Wheels under the light, because out of the light, it's not going to look that pretty. It's just nice, bright, and shiny. Yeah, so, what's this? I should be able to tell. Let me take a layer of paper off here. Now, can I tell? Oh, it is a trailer for a racer rig. Trailer for a racer rig. Oh, look at that. Let's check it out. Let's see. Does this close? It does close. A little bit of scratch on there, but this is really clean. The base is nice and clean. That's a nice trailer. Look at that. Got the little ramp on there. Maybe it's never even been taken out. Look at that. You can put your Grand Prix car racing up there. Set that down there. Put your Grand Prix car on there. Boom. Boom. Oh, man. Now we need a cab to tow it away. That's a 71 heavyweight. 71 heavyweight. And this, oh, that's two of the top cars have been set aside for later as we dig into the carry case. Oh my. Let's see what kind of shape it's in. It's rough. Oh, get it out. Oh, there it is. Mold and all. There it is. Ooh, that is dirty. Rusty, dirty. Ooh, yeah. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Look at that. We can. The rust, I don't know if that comes off. That kind of eats through the metal, but these cases like this, they actually clean up pretty good. Maybe I'll show you before and after. But, you know, it looks really crusty now. But that thing can come out pretty nice. Pretty nice. It takes about 30 minutes to really give a case a good cleaning. Got the cracks here, not too bad. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. 6 trays. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Anything in the bottom there? No, nothing in the bottom. Let's take another look at the outside of this case. Yeah. Can't get it snapped with one hand anyway. Yeah, look at that. A little scratchy. They're always a little scratchy on one side, right down there, and a little better on the other. What is that? Is that worn through? Yeah, that's worn through. Still not too bad. Got some black mold spots on there. That'll clean up pretty good, really good. All right. Now, what are we going to do? We can't do all these in one sitting. That would be impossible. 1 tray, 2 tray. We'll do 3 tray. I forgot how many cars were in here. How would I know? I guess I could have counted. But you know, the funny thing about, let me tell you a little something about this collection. I looked at the collection. Here's what happens when you buy a collection nowadays. You look at a collection, and of course you want every single one. But they're not $1 anymore. They cost a lot of money. Ooh, there's some good cars in that one. They cost a lot of money, so you start to look at a collection. You know, somebody sends you pictures, that sort of thing. And you start looking at them, and you're like, oh, I really want those. But, man, that's a lot of money. And then there's all these cars that you have to sell. Because, like in my case, there may be like between 6 and 10 cars in here that I wanted for myself. And then... But then you got to sell like 50 other cars. It's kind of a lot of work, really. In this case, it's like maybe 60 other cars. So you think about it, you add up the value, and then you come up to an amount that's like, oh my God, that's a lot of money. How am I spending so much money for toy cars? That's crazy. In this case, I just kind of let it go, and then a little bit later, the person called me or emailed me. Nowadays, everything's email, and said, hey, do you still want this collection? I was like, yeah, okay. And we made an agreement on a price, and look at this beauty. That's how these deals get done. Willing buyer, willing seller. And look at that. That is so pretty. I haven't had a Mercedes C11 111 for a while. At least not to put on display. I like that one. It's like a little bit of a pale rose. Really lights up nice with that dark white interior. I was going to say dark. It's white. Got the little doors that open. Pretty nice. Really nice. Really nice. All right. That's nice. Look at that. Okay, and now it's time for another commercial. All right, I'm back, and thanks for watching the commercial. That's how I get paid for these videos. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Actually, I have like 800 videos, and I've been doing this for 10 years, and I make about $120 a month on YouTube videos. But that's not why I do it. I do it for fun, and in return, people contact me and sell me their collections. So I'm pretty lucky that way. And then I get a beautiful gold Ford Mark IV. Look at that. That is so nice. And look at those beautiful US medium hub wheels, the hardest size to get. So a lot of these cars end up losing their wheels because you put those on your 68 Customs. That's just a little thing that happens. Now this one's got a stripe on here to hold the back down so you can run it through the supercharger, which I will probably run this through a supercharger. That is the perfect car for running through a supercharger around some orange track. Oh, what's this? Peeping Bomb. Peeping Bomb, look at that. Again, we've got some dull base action going on here, but look at that aqua color. Pretty. Aqua color with orange headlights. No, I don't know what colors come with orange headlights or orange painted under there or why they did it, but there is such a thing. If you're interested in rarities and things like that, there's a neat website called hwprotos.com. HWProtos, they have all the information about the super rare stuff. I don't tend to think too much about rare stuff because you're not going to find anything rare in a childhood collection. And that is pretty much what I stick to, childhood collections. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, look at that. We got a pink AMX2. Look at that. This one's sort of a bubblegum pink. Pink. Bubblegum pink. Look at that. I'm liking that. I am liking that. We're going to put that over here. How many cars have we unveiled so far? I don't want to make this video too long. But, oh, yeah, I've been needing some Maserati Mistral. Or Mistral. Is it Mistral or Mistral? What do you think? As always, leave your comments below. Look at that. See, now the wheels on this one are kind of toasted. Look at that. The chrome is almost gone. Chrome is almost gone. Now, one thing, if you do ever switch wheels around, this is a Hong Kong car. Try not to, this car is important to you and you want to have better wheels from another car, like something you don't care about over here, be very careful because the wheels on these Hong Kong cars can break the hubs off. And once you break the hubs off, you're kind of screwed. So that's a nice car like that. I really like that. I think this video is gonna, wow, there's so many cars. I can't do this all. My voice will give out. Here we've got a swinging wing with a totally crusty base. Totally crusto base. Yeah, rose color though. Look how great that looks under the light now. Out of the light, it'd look kind of boring really, but yeah, it is under the light. That is where your red lines should be displayed. Don't leave the light on them all the time. Just turn it on when you want to look at them. Hey, look at that. Ice blue. Now look at that. Somebody is going to get themselves an ice blue 4J car for a very reasonable price, which is why I'm able to buy these collections, because I buy them right and I sell them right. That is what I do. I don't even know why I do it sometimes, but it just happens. Light green Porsche 917, my favorite color of the Porsche. Apple green, light green. USA, crusty base, nice wheels. Look at that. Darn nice, isn't it? Oh, and I have so many excited customers lately. It's nuts. It is nuts. There'll be no retirement for me, no matter how old I get, because it'll always be me and Hot Wheels. Something going on there with Hot Wheels. Let's see. Got a bad? Yep, we got a broken hood pin on this one. Eldorado. Very good value there for someone. Like I say, I always keep some cars. I've, of course, had most every car over the years. I've been doing this thing for real seriously since 1990. Real seriously, if I just had to give it a certain starting date, it was more like 89, 88. But let's say 1990. What is that? Not too many years, huh? And look at this Torero. Torero teal. The bright aqua, or teal. I like to call it teal. Not too many cars come in that light of an aqua color. And again, another fabulous buy on the bargain basement. All right. And, oh, look at that. Nice bug eye red. A nice red bug eye. Like that. I love the bug eye. That's just so cool. How'd they come up with this thing anyway? Awesome. Awesome. Kind of like a splitting image, right? Like a modern version of a splitting image. 6971. Very good. Very good. How many cards we got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and a half. 27, 28. That sounds like that's enough for one video. 28 red lines. That means 3 videos coming your way in rapid, well, not rapid succession, but one after the other. Look at that. I make my videos very simply so that I can get them up quickly and get back to work. This is not a job. This is a joy, putting these videos together. My favorite so far, that one and the Boss Hoss. Those are my 2 most favorite. Let's see, 1, 2, these 2. That bug eye I like. I like Mod Quad and Mantis more than most people. And those would be my favorites for this. But I think I'll reveal, how about one more car, one more model for this video. And then we'll close it out. And it will be, School Bus. Oh my gosh, School Bus with all the stickers on it. Look at that. Thanks, Tom Daniels. You're my hero for designing the School Bus and many other Hot Wheels and model kits. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. This is nice. Look, it didn't even dull. How's that happen? I love the School Bus. You can't get enough of the School Bus. Come on. I've even got a couple of school buses that have no decals on them, and they're a bright yellow, double-coated, pre-production. How you tell, I guess, is that they don't say the heavyweights on the bottom of the earliest production, on production, pre-production, whatever they are. Got one of those. But this is a nice school bus. I rarely get a school bus on a collection. So that makes a perfect highlight for the end of this video, part 1 of this big collection. 80 cars? It's got to be 80 cars, right? I'll rearrange the cars and come back tomorrow and finish off this video. Now, if you're watching this video after the first day or second day I made it, they're probably all three up for you, so the links will be in the video coming right now. All right, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.